HondaPro Jason,
Yes.
welcome to the RealTime Collection Hall.
Thank you, Peter. Hi everybody, I'm HondaPro Jason and I'm here at the RealTime Collection Hall and I'm about to show you guys some amazing Honda vehicles. Vehicles from the early to mid 60s, almost all the way to current, and some of these you have never seen before in your entire life. So starting at the very beginning of the collection hall, as you guys can see, they have it set up kind of like a Honda parts department. Honda parts guy in the back. They have all these very old nostalgic Honda parts. The Honda COUPE they have on display here with the box right next to it. They even have a Honda Kick and Go still in the original package. Look at this thing. I'm almost afraid to lift this thing up. Still in the package, never been opened. But you guys didn't come here to see Kick and Go's or to see parts, did you? You guys came here to see some really cool cars. So I present to you the first real cool car. 1981 Honda Accord LX hatchback. Check this thing out. It looks like it's brand new, and the reason why is the car has like under 5,000 miles, 4,600 miles on it. Check out this interior. It is immaculate. It looks like no one sat in it. And under the hood, it's just as clean. Look at this. Every bolt, and this car was not redone. This is its original condition. It's got the hose for the air cleaner. It's just epic, so beautiful. That's one example of about 30 cars I'm about to show you. So if you guys like old Hondas, classic Hondas, Japanese Hondas, European Hondas, you're watching the right video because I'm going to walk you around all of them. Honda S600. This one has been redone and restored, but it's absolutely immaculate. Come check this out. These are like brand new. All the chrome looks absolutely spotless all the way around the car. And the inside, here, give me this camera, let me show them this. Amazing. That wood steering wheel, center cap is perfect. Those gauges, just a gorgeous, gorgeous S600 coupe. And you know what? Why don't we pop the hood? Hold this for a second. I'm gonna reach around there. I'm gonna grab this button that has a B for bonnet. Open up the bonnet. And this is a show winner, guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Simply stunning. Coming around here, before we shoot this car, which is one of my favorites, the Honda Vamos. This is IIHS standard, by the way. Safety. No seatbelts in it, but it's got this bar. So the Honda Vamos, most of you guys have probably seen this in green, because that's what most of them are. This one actually came in this yellow. Not an army truck. This was actually sold, but very limited edition. It wasn't a very popular car at the time. And very basic. Come around the other side real quick. And look at this interior. There's no carpet. There's no doors. I mean, it's as basic as you can possibly get. There's a steering wheel, a shifter, and turn signals, and wipers. That's pretty much it. Now, onto a car that I've wanted to see for a long time. This is the Honda T360. The reason why I wanted to see this for such a long time is this is actually the very first car, truck, vehicle Honda produced. Mass production, this was it. And this was followed by the Honda S500 about 4 months later. But this is the very first one. So let's take a look at it. A lot of you guys probably didn't know that Honda's first vehicle was an actual mini pickup truck. Plenty of room back here. Really unique and just very cool and different. The engine is actually mounted underneath in the center, big enough to hold a couple tires, as you guys can plainly see. The inside, it's pretty good. I actually kind of like it. It's comfortable. I could see myself cruising around in this for a little while. And so you guys know they only made one color. It was this one, and they called it May Blue. So like Henry Ford said, you can have any color you want as long as it's May Blue. Let's see what else we got. What we've looked at so far is the entryway. I'm not kidding. This is just where you enter the collection hall. The actual collection hall is right here. So if you guys like what we've shown you so far, you are gonna freak out when I'm about to show you. First, let's start here with this picture. Come on over for a second. This is a very classic picture of Honda's original storefront out in California. So what the RealTime Collection Hall wanted to do is they wanted to actually duplicate this exact picture. So they went out and they bought this Apache truck, they bought these two bikes, and they made this facade look exactly the same. I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a walk straight down here. We're gonna kind of tease you with all the cars. And as you guys can see, behind me is an almost exact replica of what the storefront looked like. The Apache Chevys in front, the bikes are in the back. Everything from the soffits to the lighting, even the brake, where it says American Honda, there was a little break in the glass and it was made from two pieces. That brake all the way down to the font is all the same. What I'm about to show you is the private collection owned by RealTime Racing, and this is gonna blow your mind. Let's start all the way at the end. You guys like Integra Type Rs? They have one of every color made. This might be the only opportunity for you guys to ever see it. Let's talk about this four-door Integra Type R. Have you ever even seen a four-door Type R? Maybe not, because they were never sold in America. So you have a 96 Integra Type R, four-door. Coming down here, you have a 98 two-door coupe. You have a 97 and a 2000. Now the 97 and 98 Type Rs only came in championship white. But the way you can tell the difference between the two of them, come here. In the front bumper, the 97 had this little lip. Then 98 looked like more like this with no lip. One of the reasons I think they changed it is I heard that snow would collect on that little lip, obviously causing issues down the road, so they just made it smoother. And if you come down here, the last one's gonna be the yellow 2001 Integra Type R. And these cars just don't look good on the outside. Come on. These are just as nice on the inside. Give me the camera for a second, let me show them this. This is just spectacular. These are kept in pristine condition. A lot of them have extremely low miles on them. Some only a few thousand, some have more, but wow! Are you kidding me? This is like brand new. Awesome. Guys, I have been to a lot of museums. I've been all over the world looking at different museums, a lot of Honda museums. I'm gonna tell you right now, spending a little bit of time here at the RealTime Collection Hall, these cars are the most pristine Hondas I've seen anywhere in the world. Every one of them, inside and out, is just absolutely, I mean, just look at this. There's not a spot of dirt or dust anywhere under this hood. Looks like it's never even been driven. Let's continue on, guys. Let's show you the inside of one of these Type Rs. This 98 Integra Type R was owned by Honda of Japan R&D. They actually tested this car on the Nürburgring. Come on, check this thing out. It still has a full roll cage in it. This is just awesome. Give me this thing for a second. Let me show them what the inside looks like. And they still have the key in it. I wonder if they'd mind if we took a little ride with it. This is just spectacular. So they were testing some of the brake and suspension components. So Honda of Japan brought this to Europe on the Nürburgring and drove it. How epic is that? Can you imagine the stories this car could tell? And here's the four-door. Up until a couple years ago, I didn't even know this ever existed. A four-door Integra Type R. Good shot of the inside. Even has a seat cover, a Type R seat cover. First generation ACURA Integra. And this is special because it is a special edition. The way you can tell is everything's painted white on the bottom along with the wheels. This is the LS Special Edition. Nice classic Prelude. What I like about this place also is there's a good collection of everything here. So it's not just classic cars, it's not just American cars, not just European cars. They have a little mix of everything, which makes this a collection hall. How about a 1990 one-owner Honda CRX with 10,000 miles on it? Yeah, look at this one right here. This thing is mint. It's an SI version, and it's just absolutely immaculate. Let me show them the inside of this one too. I'm really honored. I'm just honored to be here and check out all these immaculate cars, all these pieces of history. Some of these are such time capsules. I mean, 10,000 miles? This is unbelievable. The only thing I think that can beat a 10,000 mile CRX would be a 7,400 mile Del Sol VTEC. Yep, 7,400 miles. This one we have to see under the hood. Here, grab this for a second. 7,400 miles. This is unreal. Let's see. This, again, is absolutely beautiful. 1994, it looks like, well, there's only 7,400 miles, so obviously no one ever drove this car. And everything's still intact. Air conditioning, it's just completely stock. They changed the battery. Other than that, it looks completely original. Wow. I could probably spend all day talking about each of these cars, but then this video would probably be about 7 hours long. So let's just continue with a first gen, but I believe this is the final year for the Civic. This one here has a houndstooth interior. Check this out here. You don't see a lot of these, especially in this condition anymore. It's beautiful. Steering wheel's all wood. You guys have seen this. You guys have seen me ride the Motocampo. So the Motocampo was a little scooter that came with the City Turbo. And the idea behind it was that this scooter was used if there was a lot of traffic and you could pull over your Honda City, you can get out and you can use the scooter, and it folds up into like a little briefcase. And it was weight sensitive, so a Japanese woman could lift it up. I've lifted these. These are a little heavy, but maybe they had strong Japanese women back there, I'm not sure. Some outboard motors, some Honda lawnmowers, because Honda is into more than just cars. So they have some Honda lawnmowers. I'm not Honda Lawnmower Pro, so I could not tell you what versions or what features these have, other than this one still has the original leaves in it from when I was last mowing a lawn, which is kind of cool. The Chevy Apache, I know nothing about Chevys, other than this looks exactly like the one in the picture, only in color. So it looks like they redid the car as an exact replica of what it looked like originally. There isn't a large display of motorcycles, but the motorcycles that are here, check these out, are definitely rare and cool. They have a couple of Honda Cubs, and a fun fact about the Honda Cub, this is the most produced vehicle of all time. That includes two-wheel and four-wheel vehicles. They've sold more than 87 million Honda COUPE since 1958. How crazy is that? A very rare Honda moped on the end. A very low mileage 71, 2,400 miles. We actually have one here that has under 200 miles. We'll get to that in a second. Check out this N600. This is the cleanest, the nicest, the lowest mile N600 I've ever seen. Let me get the mileage exactly off the odometer here. And I'm going to tell you guys, 8,600 miles. 8,600 miles. Give me the camera again. You guys have to see the inside because it still has the plastic on the door panels. Look at this. It smells new. It feels new. God, this is incredible. This is a time capsule. I mean, right now, I think this is the oldest with the lowest mileage we have here. 72 with 8,600 miles. I don't know if you guys can beat that with any of your own cars. Truly incredible. That motorcycle that we talked about with extremely low miles, I think this is the winner here. If you can read that, it says 135. 135 miles. Awesome. Honda ACTY. This here comes in many different forms. They made this out of a van. They made this in the pickups. They sold these for quite a while. This one here happens to be an 87. Never sold in America, but they're primarily work vehicles. Very basic inside. If you guys are Civic fans, this is the grand poobah of all Civics. This is a Civic wagon with real-time four-wheel drive. And just to make it more rare, it's a manual. And the condition is absolutely beautiful. Everything on this car just looks outstanding. One of the Honda Civics that became very popular when the Fast and Furious movies were hitting was the Civic Si. And most of them were electron blue. Not many of them were like this Milano red. And check out how beautiful this one is. Again, it looks like it just came off the showroom floor like a lot of these cars. Original stickers, original wheels. Wow. I'm almost beside myself just because every time I look at a car, I'm like, man, this thing's amazing. And then I look to its right or left and I'm like, wow, this thing's amazing. A fully loaded 82 Honda Accord LX hatchback with pretty much every accessory you can possibly get on the car. Look at this. It's got chrome fenders, the flares on the fenders. It's got the roof rack, the luggage, it has the luggage carrier. Has the louvers in the back, the actual original Honda louvers. It says Honda right in the back of those, so you know they're legit. Wow, look at the inside of this too. And now for something you guys have probably never seen and probably never heard of before. How about an Accord Aero deck? Yeah, from here back, it kind of looks like a Civic, but then it's got the extra window. It's got a totally different rear end. And if you come up front, it has an Accord front end. Not sold in America, sold in Japan, Europe, and New Zealand. Very cool. I mean, this is one of my favorite body styles for Honda, just because it's so neat and unique. And I think it just grabs people's attention because they're not sure exactly what it is. Coming around to a couple of Acuras. The second Acura, the first Acura was actually the Integra, but right after the Integra, soon after, they came out with the Legend. And again, Acura was the first Japanese brand, highline luxury brand brought to America. So Honda had the foresight to bring a luxury brand out to America. And this is some luxurious. For 87, these seats are extremely comfortable and a V6 engine. They came in 4 doors, and of course, they came in 2 doors. Another one of my favorite cars, the 2-door Legend. It's just so classy and just such a great looking car. What collection wouldn't be complete without a couple of NSXs? This is an extremely rare NSX in Monaco blue. Very few were made. I actually drove my first NSX not too long ago. I never drove one ever. And of course we have a complement right next to it, a 92 in white. Both of them look outstandingly cool. That's everything in the collection hall. Now they do have a side garage with a couple of other cars. We're going to go through those right now. The collection hall side garage. Most of these are in mint shape, but I'm just going to bring you through a couple of these. They have a 600 Roadster, a 01 Prelude, first gen Prelude. This one here I'd like to see in the collection hall because I think it's rare and cool. Another very rare Acura Integra GSR. Now these two cars are very close to my heart, and this is why. This one here is the same generation as my first new Honda, which was a 94 Accord. And the one right next to it was the very first car that my parents bought, the first Honda they ever bought in '87. And this is the same color, same style, same trim level. They had a stick shift, but besides that, everything else was identical. And this car here, theirs was an '87 Honda Accord LXi. That was the car that really made me fall in love with Honda. Following it up, first gen Accord, CRX, Honda Civic with the CVCC, and a Honda Today. Doesn't really fit into this at all, but I think it's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of these out in the US because they were never sold in the US. Of course, it's right-hand drive, stick shift, and the Honda Today I think was definitely a predecessor to the Fit, but possibly more like I think it's built off the City platform if I'm not mistaken. And then the car that you saw at the very beginning of the video when we first came in was a 1981 Honda Accord Stretch Limousine. Stretch 42 inches, custom interior. You guys can see the inside here. If I can get enough light on this. You guys can see the phone, the old Sony Trinitron TV, Betamax recorder. If you guys don't know what a Betamax is, go ahead and look that up. And this is an actual 81 limo. Very few were made. Very few actually still exist. Thank you so much for following me around the tour of the Real Time Racing Collection Hall. It has been amazing. We saw some old classic cars. We saw some newer cars. Saw cars from Europe, Asia, all over America. Some things I've never even seen before. The Honda T360, that was on my list of cars to see. Never saw it until today. How epic was that? Just want to say thank you so much to everyone here at RealTime for allowing me to film here. I want to thank my cameraman Jay, and of course you guys all for watching. So from the RealTime Racing Collection Hall, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know.